She told me to stop texting and decide when we'd meet. So I did exactly that. And 2 weeks later, she showed up crying, terrified, and holding a letter explaining she had pushed me away hoping I'd chase her. Mia and I had been together for almost 8 months when the distance started creeping in. Not physical distance, but the kind that makes you feel alone while sitting right next to someone. It began small. Shorter replies, drier tone, canceled plans, less laughter, more sighing. At first, I brushed it off. Everyone gets stressed. Everyone has off days. But then the off days started to look like her new normal. One night, after she canceled our plans for the third time in a row, I finally asked, Mia, did I do something wrong? She didn't get upset. She didn't cry. She didn't even look guilty. She just rolled her eyes. Can you stop pressuring me? I'm overwhelmed. From now on, I'll decide when we meet. If you keep pushing, it'll just make me want more space. I just stood there. I wasn't pressuring her. I wasn't demanding anything. I had simply asked a question, one any boyfriend would ask. But she looked at me like I was the enemy, like her distance was my fault. So I swallowed every emotion I had and nodded. Okay, you decide. She smiled, relieved, even, as if she'd just removed a weight from her shoulders. Except the weight was me. The next day, nothing. No good morning. No how's your day. No call before bed. So I didn't text either. Not because I was angry, because she set the rules. Her rules. 3 days passed. Then a week. Then 10 days. By day 14, 2 weeks of absolute silence. I finally accepted the truth. She didn't miss me. Not enough to reach out. Maybe not at all. That evening, around 8 p.m., while I was washing dishes, I heard a soft knock at my door. Not loud. Not impatient. Soft. Almost afraid. I dried my hands and opened the door. There stood Mia, messy hair, red eyes, shaky breath, holding her phone with fingers that wouldn't stay still. She didn't look entitled anymore. She didn't look confident. She looked terrified. And before she even spoke, before she even stepped inside, I already knew. The silence she asked for wasn't the silence she expected. Mia stood there like someone who'd rehearsed a speech all the way over, but forgot every word the moment the door opened. Can I come in? She finally whispered. I stepped aside. She walked in slowly, scanning the familiar room like it had become a stranger to her. She clutched her phone the way people hold on to life vests, tight, desperate, trembling. I waited. Silence sat heavy between us. Finally, she spoke. You weren't going to text me? I raised an eyebrow. Was I supposed to? Her throat bobbed as she swallowed. You said you'd let me decide when we meet. And you never decided, I said calmly. She blinked fast. So you just left me alone? Isn't that what you wanted? That hit her harder than I expected. She looked down, fingers twisting together anxiously. I thought you'd check in. Or try. Or something. I almost laughed. Not out of cruelty, but out of disbelief. So you wanted space? I said. But you also wanted me to chase you? Her silence was answer enough. I watched her face crumble, realization hitting her like cold water. She wasn't here to apologize. She hadn't planned that far. She came because she panicked when her game didn't work. She let out a shaky breath. I know I haven't been great. Things got complicated. I needed time to think. And then the longer you didn't text, the more scared I got that you didn't care anymore. I sat down, leaning back. Mia, you told me to stop contacting you. You told me you'd decide when we meet. 2 weeks passed. So tell me, why now? She hesitated. Then the truth slipped out in a whisper. Because someone else stopped replying. There it was. The confession without the confession. The missing piece. The shadow between her words. She wasn't here because she missed me first. She was here because she missed me last. I didn't react. I didn't need to. She could see in my eyes that her answer had already told me everything. Her voice cracked. I don't want to lose you. You already stepped away, I said softly. I just didn't follow. Her eyes filled, but I didn't reach out. I didn't wipe her tears. Not this time. Because 2 weeks ago, she asked for silence. And now she was drowning in it. Update 1. I didn't expect her to come back the next day. I definitely didn't expect what she brought with her. A letter. Not handwritten, printed. Neat. Too neat. The kind of neat that means someone typed and deleted and retyped 50 times before hitting print. She handed it to me with trembling fingers. I think you should read this. I didn't take it. Mia, yesterday you admitted enough. What else is there? She shook her head violently. No, you need to understand everything. Her voice wasn't confident anymore. It was the voice of someone who'd already lost something and was terrified to lose the rest. So I took the letter. It wasn't long, half a page, but every sentence was a piece of a puzzle I didn't know existed. Here's the important part, word for word. I thought keeping you at a distance would teach you to value me more. I didn't realize I was the one pushing you to value yourself without me. And then the line that explained everything. I never meant to see other people. But when someone gave me attention I didn't deserve, I let it confuse me. I looked up slowly. Her face said it all. She wasn't just overwhelmed. She wasn't just lonely. She wasn't just confused. She had been testing me, and someone else gave the reaction she hoped I would. When mine didn't come, she tried to rewind the damage. I set the letter down. Mia, I said quietly, why bring this now? Her eyes brimmed instantly. Because you're slipping away from me and you're not even fighting it. I thought you'd yell, or get jealous, or beg, but you didn't. You just let go. And that scared me more than anything I've ever felt. A tear finally slid down her cheek. I pushed you away hoping you'd pull me closer. I let her words sit in the air. Because behind them was the hardest truth of all. She didn't want a partner. She wanted reassurance. And when I stopped supplying it, the illusion cracked. She reached out, barely touching my arm. I can fix this. Please, just tell me what to do. I didn't pull away, but I didn't hold her hand either. Because now I finally understood. She didn't come back because she realized my value. She came back because she realized she had none without my validation. And I wasn't sure I wanted to be that for her anymore. Final update. I looked at her, really looked, for the first time in weeks. Not the Mia I had loved, or the Mia I had imagined would fight for us, but the Mia who needed me to save her from herself. I can't be that for you, I said quietly. I can't be the one who validates you, who decides your worth, or who fixes your fear. That's not love, Mia. That's survival. Her hand lingered in the air for a moment, then fell. Her eyes filled again, but this time I didn't flinch. I had stopped flinching a long time ago. You're just letting me go? She whispered, voice small, almost broken. I'm letting you face the truth, I said. That you can't control other people's feelings. That love isn't a test. That you don't need me to prove you're worthy. You need to prove it to yourself. She sank onto the couch, shoulders shaking. I didn't move toward her. I didn't offer comfort. This was the lesson she had asked for, the one she hadn't known she needed. I'm sorry. She finally breathed, words heavy with something deeper than regret. I know, I said, but sorry doesn't fix the pattern. Only understanding does. And I hope, one day, you'll find that, without anyone having to beg you to see it. She nodded faintly, and for the first time in months, the room felt quiet in a way that wasn't suffocating. I turned toward the door, paused, and said softly, "Goodbye, Mia." She didn't stop me. She didn't chase me. She just stayed there, looking small, fragile, human. And that was enough. I closed the door behind me, not with anger, not with bitterness, but with clarity. Some loves aren't meant to be saved. They're meant to teach you when to let go. And in that letting go, I finally felt free.